What's up guys, Peter once again here, doing something a little different this time. And you know, if you watch any of my videos, you might know me as a smartphone buff or a technology buff really. But what you might not know about me is A, I like Adventure Time, and B, I'm a fitness buff as well. I'm always trying to find something to build myself a better body and to stay healthy and fit. You know, and for, you know, kind of some medical problems running my family as far as like high blood pressure and diabetes, and I obviously don't want to have those, so I keep myself in the best shape that I can, and it's working perfectly fine for me. So I come to you with the Vibram Five Finger Komodo Sport. Now it's a little late to be doing this review, I realize that, they're about 2 years old. The reason I'm doing it is because one, I didn't find too many in this color that really talked about the shoe and what it's worth, or really many videos in general, and two, because they're going on sale now. They're normally 110 bucks, I got them for 50, so that's a pretty good deal. I had another pair of Vibrams, the Baquilas, that I was kind of iffy on, but I think that was more because they weren't properly sized to my foot. I just kind of ordered them online and guessed. These, I got the right size in, and they fit amazingly. You know, you'll probably hear everybody who's ever worn Vibrams tell you that it's the most comfortable shoe they've worn, and it really is the most comfortable shoe I've worn, if you can classify it as a shoe. So let's take a look at it, because I think you'll like it. I mean, as much as I like it, I hope you do. Here we go. So if you couldn't tell by the title and intro of this video alone, I'm kind of really into the whole barefoot slash minimalist movement. Really barefoot movement. I mean, if the conditions are right, you'll find me working out slash running completely barefoot. So I've gathered my shoes that I have kind of collected over the past 2 years or so that I use for working out. Over here you have the New Balance Minimus Trail. I can't remember which version it is. I think it's the first version. And I get these shoes when they're on sale typically, because I got these for 50 bucks. Because normally they're like, all of these are probably close to 100 bucks. And it's a great shoe, and I used it for working out for quite some time actually. And you know, just now it's starting to peel a little bit, but it's still perfectly functional, very flexible. Not as flexible as the others. I want to say it's a 4mm drop. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know it's not much, and you really don't feel it. All in all, just a great shoe. Over here, you got the Vibram Baquila. They're pretty much kind of like the flagship of Vibrams, I would have to say. Definitely their more popular shoe. It's definitely seen better days because I've used it quite a bit in a couple different races as well. I did actually a duathlon with it and I won. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm good. It was a fairly new duathlon, so there weren't too many fit competitors. But anyway, and then over here you have the Vivo Barefoot something or another. I can't remember which ones they are. I'll try to find that and put it in the description. These are kind of heavy, honestly, compared to the rest. You know, they are pretty flexible and very very minimal. I mean, you can see there's not much of a difference between the heel and the actual toe as far as height goes. But they're a little big also. Again, sale, 40 bucks. So you kind of take a risk when you buy them on that price and you're not sure about your size. Kind of wear them every once in a while. And then finally, what you came here for. The Vibram Baquila? No, excuse me. Vibram Komodo Sport in yellow and black. I've already worked out in these a few times, but decided to put them in the box just to give you a little perspective of them. To start off, these are by far the coolest Vibrams I've seen to date, and that's part of the reason I bought them, honestly. And that, and the fact that I'm really into cross training, which is what these are kind of manufactured for. And the reason they are is because the pattern on the bottom sole is kind of like a side-to-side. I don't know, it's just a lot easier for lateral movement kind of pattern, if that made any sense at all. This is not really an arch support, it's an EVA something or another. I forget what it is. But this shoe is almost as minimal as barefooting would be. Still feel the ground, still feel the cracks in the sidewalk, you know. Actually more flexible, I think, than the Baquila. Yeah, definitely more flexible than the Baquila. More comfortable. And the first Five Fingers that I've actually worked out a couple full cross-training workouts in and not felt like I need to take them off because they're slipping around or something. You know, they do get a little moist, but that's just the sweat in your feet. But all in all, they're awesome. Got a cool little pattern there. and definitely get some strange looks when you're walking around with them. But I've seen a couple more people walking around with them actually, so I'm kind of impressed. So I'll give you a little how-to on how to put them on if you don't already know, and then I'll compare the looks between these puppies on my feet, and I think that's pretty much it. You know, as far as a review goes, these are great for anything. They're spectacular for my cross training. Right now I do Tap Out XT2. And I'm constantly alternating between, you know, all the different workout programs. Insanity Asylum, Tap Out XT1, a couple P90X thrown here and there. Insanity Asylum 2. I kind of make my own schedules after I finish a new program. So far these have been great, and XT2 has been the hardest program I've done so far, so that's a good sign. So let's go take a look at showing you them on my feet. Okay, here you have my beautiful feet. We're going to start with the Bikila. Strap these on, see if I can do it and not knock my camera over. It's kind of natural for me anymore. Align your toes properly. It's really awkward to do in this position. Let me do this real quick. And pop them on, there you go. And there you have the Bikila. Now they still fit okay, but you might even be able to see, I'll zoom in here so you can see my toes. They're kind of not aligned properly. Look right here, you can see my toe ending right there. So I still have some space here, which is where the uncomfortableness comes. So that's, you know, more why I don't wear these too often. And then now the Komodo Sport. And I like how they have two straps because it just makes it nice and snug, and it kind of makes it feel one with your foot. I'm going to move over here so you can get a look at it. Sort of. Trying to keep my balance at the same time. So really all you do is you just align your toes with it. I use this little loop that they give you here. Pop it in and you're done. Put the strap over there. Put the strap on the side, and there you have it. So these by far are more comfortable than the Bikila, just because these are fitted better to my foot, I think. They're both actually a 43, but for whatever reason these seem to fit better. I couldn't tell you why, maybe just because they're a little smaller, but they do. And I love them. They're very comfortable. They really do feel like I'm wearing gloves on my feet versus shoes, which is kind of what they're supposed to do. The biggest difference between these and most others is the fact that they actually have a removable insole, if you want to call it that. So we'll give you a look at it here. It's kind of hard to see, but there's actually an insole you can remove here. Now I'm not going to do it because there are 5 different toe slots in the insole, but take my word for it. There you go, see that? It's probably the closest look anybody's ever given you of this insole, or the only look. I've never seen one myself. So there you have that. Yeah, so the insole really doesn't bother me much though, and it does not take away from the whole barefoot feel, which is a great thing because, you know, that's what they're here for. I may end up getting a pair of toe socks just to compare it, you know, the feeling with or without it, but these do fit so snugly and so perfectly that I really don't know if I'm going to need to, but maybe I'll grab one pair just to see. Overall, extremely pleased with these shoes. For 50 bucks, you can't beat that. If you're into cross training, pick these up right now. They are the best thing you will get for your feet, I will almost guarantee it. Well, there you have it. Now you've got my review / opinion on the Komodo Sport. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you got questions, let me know. Put them right down below. Again, kind of different than what I normally would do, but I figured, hey, let's branch out a little bit. You know, there are other people who like technology and fitness at the same time. Those two can definitely mesh together. You know, the stereotypical nerd used to be glasses, you know, pocket protector, hiked up pants with a belt, and you know, braces. But you know, the definition of a nerd really is changing now. I consider myself a nerd, but I also consider myself a fitness guy, and that's something that really couldn't happen back in, you know, a couple decades ago when technology was really taking off. But now it's become so accessible that anybody can be a nerd, and it's not really a derogatory term either. I mean, I consider being a nerd a good thing. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed it. There's one last look at these beautiful little puppies. I think they're awesome. I think they look sweet. Nice and flexible. There you have it. Hope you enjoyed. Vibram Bikila. No, I keep saying that. Vibram Komodo. Not Sport. Yes, Sport. The Sport LS are the ones that have the laces. So the Vibram Komodo Sport 5 Finger shoes. Cross training in mind. If you do cross train, cross fit, even run, even do it, if you work out at all, even if you don't work out and you just want some of these, they're sweet. Highly, highly suggest these over any other pair. So take a look at them. Peace out.